Debbie Gibson, first of all, phenomenal performance tonight at the
Thank
TBDA
you.
Gala. Brought me back. I grew up on your music, so it's so great to hear you perform.
Yes, a lot of children of the 80s in the house tonight, and my career started here in New York where I'm from.
Isn't it incredible?
It's a cool thing to be here.
To be back here, supporting a cause that is so dear to your heart right now. You just came out bravely and talked about how Lyme disease has affected your life. Being here to
Yes.
support TBDA and the work they're doing. Talk to me about what that means to you.
It's amazing. It's like the universe, for some odd reason, chose me to deal with this, as it has many. And as I do with many things in my life, I chose to flip it, and hopefully I can be a voice for Lyme now, because it seems to be something that's just not spoken about. And the minute I started talking about it, I've heard about 18,000 people that I never knew had it, who I've been close to my whole life, or everybody knows someone. And especially on the West Coast, it's one of the last things people think to test for. So already people have gone and seen my doctors out in LA. They've gotten tested. Some have gotten positive diagnoses, which is a great thing in the sense that they can find out what's going on and at least get treated and hopefully catch it early enough. Because for me, it went on, 7, 8, 9 months before I even knew what it was.
Has it blown you away to see the public support? You've been on talk shows. You've had probably thousands to millions of people reaching out and really curious about what you've had to go through. Has it surprised you to see this public support that you've received?
Yes, it's really amazing, and I don't want people like worried for me, and that's why I didn't come out and talk about it when I was really in the thick of the most challenging moments, because I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm not able to lift my head off the pillow, with people going, oh my God, are you okay? So I wanted to kind of quietly heal and find my way with everything. And then when I felt myself turning a corner and on the upswing, and because I came out with it at that time, people kind of continued to lift me up. And it's been cathartic, like just doing concerts and getting energy from people, and it's been amazing.
One of the incredible things, interviewing the various board members, the president, everybody has been so ecstatic about having a public figure like you come out and really represent this cause. Did you feel like that was part of your purpose once this happened, that you could really make a difference?
I do. I mean, not that anybody is like likely or unlikely, but I've always, as I said on the stage, it's very humbling when your physical strength is challenged and your cognitive thinking is challenged, and when you're somebody who's prided yourself on, memorizing scripts and doing 8 shows a week, and suddenly these things are way more challenging than they ever were, and it's like, oh wow, this can happen to anybody. And I do feel, I've always been a people person, and so I do feel like I'm an accessible, if someone was going to have to deal with this,
You're like,
may
I'm
as
the
well be me.
president.
No, I mean, because I am reachable and accessible. We put an email address at the end of my blog, and I've been fielding hundreds of emails one at a time.
Incredible.
And it's taking a while to go through them, but, there have been so many people that just need a voice saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. They're at a moment where they're losing strength, or they're losing heart, or they're losing faith, and it's like, I'm here to tell you, I had those moments. I didn't know how I was going to get through, but I knew I was going to get through. And if I could be that little push in the right direction for somebody, that's unbelievable.
When you have a night like tonight where you're up on stage raising, and I don't know what the number is, but I'll say hundreds of thousands of dollars, what does that mean to you to be able to give back towards this?
Well, again, because it took me so long to get diagnosed, and because I didn't have a lot of information, I think just the idea of awareness is so, so, so important. It all happened so quick, because I came out with my blog, Jody got on the phone, we got on a plane. It's like, oh wow, this is formally now a part of my public life. And I've never shared something so personal with the public, but again, if it's for the greater good, then it's amazing. And I spoke to Access Hollywood tonight, and we were bombarded with calls about who is going to be the first to do an exclusive interview. And one thing that I put out there was, whoever does the interview, I do not want them to use the words battling, fighting, struggling, war, because I feel like that doesn't promote healing. I think it's about being in harmony and letting whatever this disease is flow on through, and not deeming it a worthy opponent for a fight. And so I do feel like there's a higher purpose, and anybody dealing with anything can learn from that. And I applaud Access Hollywood. I mean, I just think it's amazing that they came to the table and said, we'll do it within your parameters. We get what you're trying to do, and we support it, which was amazing. So maybe there's going to be a shift, and it'll help people heal.
What's next for you in the fight against Lyme disease?
What's next for me? Gosh, I'm taking it as it comes. Like, this came up, and to me, if an organization is doing worthwhile work and I can be their support, I'm game to do that. I probably, to answer that question in a nutshell, I'm going to keep living my life as an example of thriving despite whatever diagnosis has been given, or whatever doctors say, oh, it's going to be another year before this, or you have to take these 8,000 medications. Some of that's true. Some of that might be true for one person, not for another. I believe healing can happen in an instant at any time. So I think the best thing I could do is continue to thrive and have people maybe gain some strength from that.
You're awesome.
Thank you.